Hello and hello. Welcome to Paneloids, Comic Books, and More. I am going to be your host tonight, Jeremiah, and with me is Mr. Kyle and Mr. Dimitri. You've got the good, the bad, and the ugly, and you decide who is which. Stay tuned. We're going to be talking about a lot of fun things like news, rumors, and spoilers. So stick around. This is going to be a good one. Boys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. How are we doing?
It'd be better if Pierre was here.
Yeah, we all miss Pierre. I don't know what was more important than Paneloids.
He called me last night. How you doing, buddy? Oh, by the way. I completely forgot. Really? I meant to tell you.
He's super busy.
So we'll just get right to the nerdy news. First beat of nerdy news. Channing Tatum says Gambit has a big fight with Dr. Doom in Avengers Doomsday, and that the accent is going to be toned down quite a little bit, which I don't love that. I liked the real hard Cajun accent, and they should definitely keep that going.
No.
In my opinion.
No. If it's true that he even has as big of a fight scene as he says he does, the last thing I want is to hear more of that.
It's just going to be grunting, or should be, or just pick a card. Like,
it should be more of him not knowing what, or everyone else not really understanding him or not knowing what he's saying.
That would be so great.
No.
But Doom understanding it because Doom is so smart would be really funny.
No, I hate it all. The joke was dumb when they first did it. It needs to be done now.
I haven't seen Sling Blade in a while. Hit me again. More nerdy news. Scott Snyder confirms Zatanna is coming to the Absolute Universe this year. Absolute Hawkman debuts in Absolute Evil Special #1. Any guesses on how they'll look? I do love the idea of Zatanna appearing in Absolute Hawkman, because in the actual DC universe, she first appears in a Hawkman book. So
okay.
I think that's cool. Like a real cute nod. Probably not intentional. Probably just accidentally connected. But I think that's a really cool idea. As for Hawkman, I think he's actually going to be part Hawk, like legit part Hawk.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was thinking the same thing.
More man Hawk.
Griffin-esque.
Yeah.
Top half Hawk, bottom half man.
Or there's like a Jesus character or something that like sews wings onto him or something like that.
That would be cool. As for Zatanna, if she would be black, that'd be cool. No reason not to try it.
With orange hair?
Why not?
No.
Okay.
No.
Only if it's with orange hair.
No. God damn it. Yeah, no, I'm for Absolute. Not only, like, obviously Snyder likes to make everything very large, right? That's what he defines as Absolute. It's just bigger. But yeah, I would love to see Zatanna just, race swapped and gothic and just like,
oh, that would be so
just
cool.
Like a complete,
that would be really cool. Yeah,
an alt girl.
Yeah, there you go. I like it. We all
moving on. We all like it. We all like it. And James Gunn, if you do it, we deserve credit.
I can go.
Moving on. On the set of DCU's Clayface in Liverpool, a Synosis Industries sign is hints at Batman villain Black Mask, aka Roman Synosis. Are they really going to touch on Synosis? I mean, Black Mask again so quickly after Birds of Prey? And also, why do Roman when you can do the second Black Mask, who I think is the better Black Mask, Jeremiah Arkham?
Okay. You just like the name, don't you?
For some reason, I just like the name. I don't know why.
Clearly like the name. But, yeah, I don't know. And do we even know Clayface is Elseworld?
I mean, it seems as though it's going to be Elseworld.
But is it the Batman's Elseworld or is it another Elseworld?
I think it's the Batman's Elseworld. I think that all the Batman related characters, until he gets put into the DCU, is going to be its own little thing. Like Penguin is in that universe, obviously. Clayman's going to be in that universe. I think that James Gunn should like greenlight a Halloween one shot like they did with Werewolf by Night, but have it be Solomon Grundy. I think that would be cool. Taking place in the Matt Reeves verse.
My thing is, if they burn too many Batman villains in the Elseworld, it's going to deter them from putting them in the main DCU.
I mean, just like Spidey, Batman has so many great rogues. I think if you cut 3 off, you still have such a great garden to pick from. If we lose Clayface, Solomon Grundy, Penguin, add 2 more, Riddler, and let's say Two-Face. I mean, you still have Joker, you still have Mr. Freeze, you still have a plethora of other characters that can be done in the DCU, not Matt Reeves' version, and still pull it off really, really well.
Or, hear me out.
Or
they just stop.
And they get rid of the Matt Reeves verse?
I mean, it's taking so long to get the sequel.
Have they confirmed anything?
A script.
Hugo Strange will be the big bad.
That's
the script is out there.
No,
the promotional image has Hugo Strange on it.
What promotional image?
It's a promotional image of a skull in a Batman cowl, and part of it is ripped off, and it says "Property of Hugo Strange."
No, that's fake.
I like that.
You think it's fake?
No, it is fake.
Well, I'll put that down in the rumors now. So.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's taking way too long for anything. So what's it going to be? A year later from 6 years real life? Like, come on. What are we doing?
I mean, based on how long she had the refrigerator door open in that first movie, it still bothers me. I still think about it. It's my Roman Empire. It really does bother me.
She couldn't find it, the milk.
She was holding it.
She couldn't find it. There's another bottle, and it was probably half filled.
Milk.
So she was like, "Oh, let me find the half filled bottle," and that's her life. Her life is a glass half filled. There's something there. There's a reason.
Fair enough. That's it for the nerdy news. Very short nerdy news segment today.
That's all you get.
So a lot of rumors, a lot of comic talk, a little bit of what is used to be collection acquisition, now show and tell. But before we get into that, I just want to talk to Kyle real quick. Dimitri, I don't know where you're at on this, but later this month, the Magic the Gathering Spider-Man set drops. In fact, in 9 days it drops. And there's a lot of cards that I've seen that I need, and I don't play Magic at all. I fucking hate Magic. But I'm gonna buy them because I gotta. And I've been sharing a little bit of the set with Kyle. Are you going to be going after the Venom cards you need, the Flash cards you need? Or are you just calling it and not doing those cards?
I think as I come across them. I don't think I'm going to hunt them. I think it's too much to hunt them.
So you're not going to pull packs? You're just going to, if you see them, you see them?
If I see a pack in the store, yeah. But I'm not going to do any online shopping for them. Unless, because once in a while I'll do an eBay like auctions ending soon, Marvel Tops. Maybe I'll throw a Magic in there.
Now, I'm not a regular at Main Street Comics, but I've gone in there quite a few times. I don't think, do they sell Magic?
I've never looked, but I'm sure they will for this.
For this, obviously, is a exception to the rule if that is what they do. But like, when are you going to walk across these if not there?
Maybe a con.
Okay.
and I don't know
Okay.
MSRP, so I would just be like, oh, I'll just take that, and I'll just pay whatever they're selling it for.
5
Like,
times what it's going for.
Yeah, like that's probably what'll realistically happen.
Fair enough. I mean, Paulo doing 4 cards for the set, and then we've got at least 2 additional promos and an art card. So that is
Well, I did
7.
buy the figures.
Oh, you did buy the Marvel Legend tie-in figures.
I bought
it.
2.
So you got the Man-Wolf?
Nope.
No Man-Wolf. Obviously, so I'm assuming you did the battle damage Spidey.
Nope.
Oh, so the Iron Spider, Mary Jane, and I forgot what the other was. The other one Miles?
Anti-Agent Venom.
Anti-Agent. Okay, yeah, that is. Yeah,
So I just went with
that
those
makes
2. I figured I didn't need another Spider-Man. You know. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess I didn't
that's
need
fair.
another Anti-Venom either, or another Agent Venom, because I have everyone they've ever made. So I guess I didn't
And
need that.
This one's pinless. This one's pinless.
The Mary Jane, though.
Yeah, that
That's
Mary
a
Jane looks
figure.
amazing.
Watch that cover go up in value now.
Oh,
We
probably
have a
will.
few,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think Dimitri, you were specking on that book, if I remember correctly.
It was for the movie, but let's face it, it's never going to actually happen. But it could. But I doubt it.
So Kyle, you did get something for show and tell.
I did,
Would you
but
like to show and tell?
yeah, I'm just gonna point because I'll just clip it in because no one's really here. I got Wolverine. It is
Okay.
the Marvel vs. Capcom. It came in 3 different variations, and I got the classic yellow. I kind of regretted it because they had the X-Force, and they also had the brown suit. But they like
would've gone
tricked
brown
me
suit,
and called
but-
this like the collector variation. So I don't know. I went with the yellow, kind of regret it because it's way smaller than I thought. It's only mildly larger than a normal Marvel Legend. Like maybe like an inch and a half taller.
Is it posable?
No, it's a little
Okay,
statue.
so it's the game versus classics.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 1 in 10th scale.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really glad that it actually is small, if that's the case. And so the standard,
it feels a little overpriced.
A little overpriced. Ed, I'm not going to say MSRP, but I'm kind of shocked looking at it with the MSRP.
It's very detailed. Like it's very well done. Like it
Okay.
is clean.
So
But
are you going to get the Spidey companion to it? Because
so
I feel that the Spidey companion is much more MVC based.
well, I think this is
than
how
that
they get
Wolverine
you,
is.
right? They upcharge it and then they trick you into buying a second one because just one is kind of lame. So I think I said to Dimitri, actually, I'm gonna wait and see if they do a Venom.
I believe Venom was rumored.
Okay, so that would be the one I would drop some money on, because right now he looks kind of silly next to everyone else. He just looks like an action figure from here, and I'll put a picture, but he is small. He is,
Wolverine.
small. Yeah, and he looks just like my Wolverine action figure, except his feet are correct and not 2 right feet.
And you took it out of the package.
I did. The box is there actually, right there.
So you got the box on display? Oh, I see the box down in the corner. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. It's not on display,
Right.
but it's readily available.
Right.
Last weekend I went and tabled at a convention in my local town, just to have fun conversations about comics and whatnot. And I bought a 1949 issue of Buster Bunny, pre-code talking animal, Walt Kelly artwork. Couldn't beat up the price. $20 for what easily is going for over $100 on eBay right now. So yeah, that was my little tidbit from this weekend. I've been really dialing back on buying stuff because I am a broke motherfucker. So yeah. But moving and wait, Dimitri, did you buy anything recently that you would like to talk about? All right. Moving on then. we are going into comic talk, which we will be talking quite a bit about comics. Now, Kyle, you have a lot here. Do you want me to jump ahead of you? Because I've got one that I wanted to talk about, and I don't think you. Okay. Today, the release of Punisher #1, Red Band, and I am right there with our good friend Juan Reads Comics, talking about how this is a red band. Why are they bleeping the swear words? They're bleeping the swear words in this. Very violent, very bloody, very gory, but they swear 7 times, and all 7 times are bleeped. Beautiful.
It's just like an editing error.
Cover. No, it is not an editing error. It is legit. Let's not that we are monetized, but let me see if I can find the. He literally showed it on his TikTok about it. How they literally are blurring out the swear words. Anyways, Marco Cinichetto cover, beautiful cover. He's also doing a cover for issue #2. I completely fucking spaced that there's a collage cover by Mr. Grayson that is using Apollo Punisher cover. So I need to go buy the collage cover because I'm an idiot and do that shit. So, but Kyle, you went on a reading frenzy.
So I quote unquote bought my child an iPad. I put a pink case on it. I put her own Apple account, which was a mistake because apparently a child account is very limited. But I put all of the apps on it, right? All of the apps that I pay for and up here. I put them all. So I will say, reading digitally has always been my preference, but doing so on an iPad is life-changing. It is arguably better than paper. The phone is like, shit, I need to just like read something before I die, right? Like I'm running out of time. I need to cram something in the last seconds I'm awake this day before I have to do Groundhog Day and just do it all over again, right? The iPad is just, it is larger than a physical book. It is bright. And now that DC has copied Marvel, which I'm going to complain about in a second, they have the Infinity versions, right? So Infinity, you just scroll vertically and they move the panels around so it all kind of feels fluent as you're doing it. It makes everything larger. Like it actually, they fit everything vertically. So everything's HD, in your face, lit up. So yeah, it's a lot easier to read now. I've been carrying this pink iPad around everywhere. So my first complaint with all of that being said though, DC Go, right? Ripped off Infinity Comics by Marvel. Perfect. I expected you to rip it off. You should have done it sooner. They've actually made some changes to the app. It's functioning slightly better now. You actually can like follow series and clearly see them. My biggest complaint, DC Go is renumbered. They're chopping issues into portions and they're renumbering everything. So I read Absolute Batman #26. It's actually #9. Why are you doing this? Who is this for? Like, I understand the Go in DC Go is supposed to be like, here, quick little segments that you can just like get through in 2 minutes and move on with your day. I would rather just stop and go back to where I was. It's you making there be an endpoint every third of a book is not helping me, and now I don't know.
Is it like an abridged version? Is that what it is? Is abridged comics?
They're chopping it up, and when you get to the end, you just keep swiping to go to the next one, and it takes you to the next one, and you're like 26. Wow, I read a lot. No, you didn't. You're still in issue 10. You're still in issue 10. So they need to change that. They need to absolutely change that. I don't know what they were thinking. I guess it was like, hey, Marvel did Infinity to endlessly scroll. Let's make it a little different and cut it up. So now they're not only endless scrolling, but they're quick. Well, no, they're not. Because if you break it up, it's not endless scrolling anymore, is it? But yet I did one graphic novel with the Go thing, and it wasn't like that. It wasn't broken up so obnoxiously. But single issues are. So that's my big complaint. With that, everything I am going to list off now, that was DC. I did read in the Go format, and it's really visually like it is the way to go. It is worth the money just for that. The thing that DC should steal from Marvel is the codes. The Marvel codes are still a thing. I forgot, but they're still a thing. And even if you pay for the subscription, guess what? They're still a thing. So I caught up on other stuff because I was like, oh, wait, I bought all of these hard copies. Because, yeah, I'm an asshole and I basically buy paper, store it, and then read digitally. But then wait, because digital doesn't keep up. So I started ripping the little stickers off again, right? I started ripping them again. And I'm caught up on certain books now because now there's a QR code. So I had like an epiphany of digital reading.
Look at that.
So it's not even like a code anymore. It's just a QR code.
It's both,
And-
but doing it
Okay.
inputs the code for you, and you just basically have to log in.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be 100% honest. Of the digital codes, I've ripped off 2 maybe in my life.
Well, I used to do it
Um,
religiously, and would even read on a computer sometimes.
Does CGC mark that?
You
With the
know,
sticker missing?
I did think about that yesterday, and I'm pretty sure they don't. I don't think you could get a 10 if you rip it, but I don't think they'll take like off a solid. Like it's only going to
They-
ruin the 10. It's
Take
not going
off.
to ruin anything
They
else.
should change the color because it's incomplete.
Oh, that's dirty. Well, I used to peel them a little bit and then just like push them back down. That's what I used to do. But then again, if I'm grading, I'm buying a batch and picking the best one. At least that's
Yes, of
what I used to
course.
do. So anyway, that's my rant about digital. I read Absolute Superman, the number 10, 11, whatever the most recent is in the app. I think a new one comes out next week. I like the story a lot. I like how it's pushing this new Superman versus Savage. Like, I like this. It still feels a little like, I don't know how to explain it, like drawn out a bit, but not at the same time. Like they're drawing out the development, but the story is progressing. That makes sense. That kind of makes
I'm gonna
sense.
pause you. I'm gonna pause you real quick.
Don't.
According to CGC's policy, if it is completely peeled off, it will be noted in the label text as digital code label removed, but it will not get a qualified label and it will not affect the grade.
Okay, that's
So
fine.
straight from the mouths of CGC. For
That's
those
not-
of you who were curious,
That's not the end of the world.
no.
But one line from Superman. He's being pushed to kill, right? We're doing Snyderverse, where he's being pushed to kill. And it's spoiler, but it's basically Peacemaker, but the absolute version. And he's like narrating to himself, and he goes, I could put my fist through his chest and hurl his heart into space with such speed that he'd still be alive to see it sailing away. That's Jason Aaron. That's a good fucking line.
Yes. Yes.
That's cool. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like the character development is like just catching up with the book while the story's been like quickly paced. So it's just like I feel like there's 2 pacings going on that I don't wanna
The
say
images
pulls me
and the
away from it.
dialogue.
Yeah, like it's like he's getting to the point now where he's starting to understand humanity, but the story's been like running the whole time. Minus the flashbacks. But I do like it a lot. Definitely one of the top, absolute, not the top. Okay, Kelly, not the top. You will forever hold the top. I just bought the hardcover too.
Oh, the hardcover for Absolute Wonder. It's
Yeah.
a nice hardcover.
Yeah, I had to. That's like a we'll hunt the variants one day kind of series.
They're gonna get expensive quick if you don't.
Yeah,
start
but I figure
now.
like once the hype, you start picking some off.
if ever.
That's true. I also went on a Justice League Unlimited run, like started from number 1 and did everything they had digitally. And it's a lot. There's a lot going on. And then I went into the We Are Yesterday time travel event. That's a lot going on too, because I was in Batman Superman. I don't even know what books I was reading. DC, the app actually like put them in order of the tie-ins.
That's
which is nice.
awesome. That's dope as shit.
But didn't mark them as read in my actual like reading log. So I was like, oh, cool. So like, yeah. So everything good the app does, it kind of like makes a little mistake while doing it, but it's fine. Wasn't very confusing. So minor spoiler, but Gorilla Grodd time travels. He gets a kind of old time superhero that no one ever heard of, that kind of like, I don't want to say was irrelevant, but like was, because he's new, right? And he basically takes him and he kind of brainwashed him to think that Justice League's evil. And then you come to find out that Gorilla Grodd has Martian Manhunter's powers, and he got them from the Absolute event when everyone's powers got switched around and lost. So Gorilla Grodd, with all of Martian Manhunter's like mind control abilities in a sense, kind of amplified him. And he makes this kid basically be a spy for him in the Justice League Watchtower, which is like thousands of superheroes in it. And he uses him for information and then makes a terrorist organization that's destroying the world, but doesn't say like it's his. So he basically builds a Legion of Doom from the past, basically before they went soft, is the way he says it. Calls them something else, hides who they are, and basically takes down the Justice League that way by dispersing them all through time. Like using this new Airwave character and his new abilities and the fact that no one knows it's him. So all this happens is kind of jumping all over the place. It's a little bit much to follow. And they like reference characters that like I swear I saw on a panel like the issue before. It's like, no, you just said Swamp Thing was in the green and was defeated. I didn't see that, but last issue he was walking around the Watchtower and you kind of made it seem like he wasn't part of the Justice League. Like almost like so much was crammed in, like you can't help but question like if there's mistakes being made. Mm-hmm. Like you're almost questioning because there's so much and you're like, oh, it must be me, right? It must be. But it's like there's so much going on, it's kind of pollutes it. Otherwise, it's a very good like Justice League book. Like it feels a little bit like the animated series because it's just like so grand. But spoiler, Grodd becomes Gorilla God because he gets Doomsday's powers and he looks like kind of cool with the Omega thing. And then the Anti-Monitor's brother shows up and it's a whole thing. And everyone's time dispersed. And Batman Beyond showed up a few times, so I have to buy those issues.
Is it worth reading?
It is, because it's Wade. But
so yes.
But I don't think you can do it without reading the tie-ins, and I don't feel like the tie-ins are worth it.
Unless you read it digitally.
Only because you could do it quickly. Like I feel like the tie-ins kind of like, yes, you absolutely needed them for the story, but were the weakest parts of the story.
Fair enough. Okay.
I also read Batman #1, the new Matt Fraction, George Jimenez.
Jimenez.
That's what I said. He's going to be doing a CGC signing, by the way.
He'll be doing a CGC signing. Yes, he will be.
Yeah.
Yes, he will.
That's important.
Submit your books.
The colors are rather good. I don't know if it's just because
Tommy Umori.
Yes, thank you. I wasn't even gonna try. Just because Batman's in a blue suit might be like a little bit of like, all right, well you got it a little easy, right? Like there's some color to actually be used here, right? But the colors are very good. Like it's so.
And AI Alfred, how we feel about that?
Yeah, I don't know. So my big thing was, do I need to finish Hush 2 for this to make sense? You don't.
And Hush 2 doesn't finish until January of next year.
Right. So not only that, but I read to the point where it transitioned to Hush 2. He didn't have AI Alfred. So there's a lot of things where this is being paced in the sense of like, this is what it is now, you'll figure it out, which is fine. Mm-hmm. Like that's like, we've done this 100 times. I don't need his parents getting shot. I don't need that. But there's a lot of that in this.
Starting at issue 3, and you'll get the first 2 issues filled in over time. I think is a good way of doing a very established character. I mean, this is only the 4th time in all of Batman's history that has been a new number 1. In comparison, Spider-Man has had 9. So
wow, yeah, no, that's definitely interesting. I mean, although Batman has 1,000 other number 1s with prefixes and suffixes and detectives.
Well, so is Spidey, but like this, the main line
Batman, yeah,
has only been rebooted 4 times.
I really think that this was a solid reason to do a number 1. I will say that. I don't know if they should have done it with like fizzling out the story that was there, turning into a Hush story, and that's still going. I don't know if that was the right move per se, because it's a little weird to do that. But between the high-tech suit, just the new suit generally, AI Alfred, he's a little more joking around. Like he seems to like
enjoy being Batman.
Yeah, but he's also like masking the trauma, and like it's being pointed out. But like he seems a little more like up rather than like grim,
doom and gloom.
Yeah, it's interesting. And the other thing, spoilers if you haven't read it, but Killer Croc is essentially the villain of the first issue, and he does get captured in Poison Ivy because he's like a recurring character in Poison Ivy. So he gets captured in that and now shows up in this in a weird state. So it hopefully is going to connect a little more than that, or Poison Ivy just like doesn't find him or doesn't mention him again, or just even if they just like drop a sentence of like, yeah, they got him, like Arkham got him, you know. But that's an interesting take too, because he really was just like, he's changing again. But I think overall, the major complaint with DC is always we have too many Batman books. But at least the 2 top Batman books right now are drastically different. Like drastically different. And that's Absolute in this. So reading them both within the same day, even, they feel so different. It's still like it's nice to have 2 really good Batman books that are this drastically different. Like the contrast is perfect. Like I don't know if they did that on purpose at all, and that's why they went with Matt Fraction of like, you see what Snyder's doing with his Elseworld? Don't do that. And he was like, I got it. Because it's really, it's a refreshing take. And then we still have Absolute at the end of the day, where he's like gritty and beating the hell out of everybody.
You want your roided up Batman, you have it. You want your detective Batman, you have
right.
it.
Thank you. That's the way to say it for sure. And then I did some Marvel. I put the codes in, so I'm more up to date on Ultimate Spider-Man. The one thing I want to say is with issue 20, it was kind of a filler talking issue if you haven't read it. And minor spoilers, but Gwen got knocked out. Like MJ sucker punched her in the bathroom. Like just after like a not so great conversation. I didn't love that. I didn't love it. Like
I don't like domestic violence.
No, like it felt wrong. And like I get the conversation was supposed to push you there, and also the artist was different for this issue, so maybe that's why the emotion didn't feel the same, because you kind of get accustomed to the one artist. But I don't know if that was the move. I don't know. And it basically was like Gwen had this whole, this is what it is, and this is what we're gonna have to do, and it's basically too bad. It's gonna go down this way, and we need Spider-Man. Like we need Spider-Man. And Mary Jane is very much like, cool, but you have nothing to lose. Like everything you're saying is from the mindset of nothing to lose. Like no children, you have powers, your husband has a suit, you have a ton of money. What is there for you to lose with all of this? Like death is not the worst thing for you. Like I have people that need me. So she deserved to get punched, but I didn't like it. Like I didn't, especially like the way it went. I don't know. It shouldn't have went that way. It was too much like old timey, like knock the villain out. Like he finally gets the punch in the mouth he deserved. Like I didn't like it.
Fair enough. But you did
And
read one more.
one more,
and
lastly, and then I'll drink
best
some
friend.
water. All new Spider-Gwen, the Ghost Spider. Stephanie Phillips has done it again. A very, very strong number one. You get some new characters. You get some new characters, not anymore. You get
New costume.
a new costume. You get a quick explanation that you don't need to read the stuff before. It probably would help, but basically, she's in 616. She's got her dad. She's got her powers back. She doesn't have symbiote anymore. Like all the things, it's kind of wrapping up of like, okay, fresh start. And things happen immediately. Like immediately, things happen. Like everything's nice and getting good for her, and things happen. But I highly recommend it. It's a nice starting point, even if you've never read any Gwen before, and just she showed up in one of the many Spider books. I would recommend this as a good starting point. Silk shows up in it quickly.
Oh shit!
That's funny.
Yeah.
I was just about to say it's all Silk's fault. Not having read it, it's funny.
Actually, it kind of is a little bit, just like a small
That's
portion.
great.
One person didn't make it, and it might have been her fault.
But you have to read to find out why and who and how.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil
So,
I'm
it.
gonna check it out.
Pick up.
Before we move to rumors, let's see. We had some comments here.
What's up? Found you on TikTok and 100% agree that this Fraction Batman is feeling fresh. Awesome. Yeah, I think Fraction being put on Batman is one of the best choices possible.
Is it his first time?
Yeah, this is Matt Fraction's first run on Batman. I could be wrong, but this is definitely his first mainline. He may have done like a Gotham PD or
Right, I
a
was thinking
Batman
something-
Incorporated.
I think he had a story arc.
Maybe, but it wasn't in mainline Batman. I don't think. I could be wrong, and I'm gonna get fucking roasted if I am.
Maybe.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on the Snyder Bros complaining about the James Gunn Superman profit, 125 million? Snyder Bros are going to complain no matter what. They're an echo chamber, just complaining to themselves because their cash cow went away. Go rewatch Man of Steel. Go rewatch the Justice League that you like. That's fine. You don't have to like the new thing. Sometimes it's cool and edgy not to like the new thing. But I think this Superman's here to stay, and we're going to talk more about that momentarily.
I do think
about
that this Superman is so drastically different because of Zack Snyder.
I think that this Superman is more in line with the idea of Superman than the Zack Snyder one was.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, humanity and hope are what drives this Superman versus just dread and not belonging that drove the Snyder Superman.
Yeah, I agree.
So, rumors, baby. Starting off hot. That's a double entendre. Sydney Sweeney said to be joining the DCU as Aggie Smith's mistress, with her first appearance expected in Peacemaker season 2. The fact that James got to Sydney before Kevin did is really interesting. And I think she'll fit a lot more in with that role than probably anything that MCU had to offer her at the moment.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it? And it's a rumor. So.
Yeah, I don't think this rumor has any weight. I think at this point, she's only going to take a big role that doesn't make her do much work. That sounds fucked up, but I feel like she's not going to take some side character no one's ever heard of.
What about Madam Web?
That was then.
She's bigger now.
This is post American Eagle, okay?
It's about her genes.
She's got the good genes, okay?
Oh, man. Speaking of Superman, Man of Tomorrow hits theaters summer 2027 with Lobo, Supergirl, and Peacemaker all joining the cast. following the Man of Tomorrow will belong with the campaign to promote the Trinity in James Gunn's next DCEU. The promo images that we got 3 promo images. We get Lex in a power suit. Like, I'm excited for that. As much as this version of Lex Luthor annoyed the fuck out of me, I think him in the power suit will be 10 times better version of Lex than what this was. Because this was tech bro billionaire Lex controlling a clone that didn't go so well. Whereas he's going to learn from the mistakes and build this power suit. I'm excited to see Lobo. Of course, we're going to be seeing Lobo in Supergirl. And we have a very grainy footage of what Lobo looks like. Fucking looks dope. Jason Momoa is going to kill it as Lobo. So it's going to be very, very exciting. What do you guys want out of Man of Tomorrow?
So Man of Tomorrow is essentially a buddy cop of Superman and Lex.
You think?
I think it's gonna be, yeah, but I also think it's gonna be hard to be because Lex did a lot of horrible things, right? Many of those horrible things could be shrugged off of like, well, he didn't actually do it himself, but he did. He did shoot a guy like in the head, like himself, like an innocent person who's just like trying to sell some food, not cause a ruckus, right? I don't see how we're going to get to the buddy cop point where they're working together with any kind of banter, knowing he did that. You want to tear apart the city and have cars fall into the pit, and you want to make clones and whatever. But actually visibly seeing him just like kill a guy, I don't know how they're going to do that, especially that this movie is not far away. Realistically, it's not far away. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. I want to see some kind of like, he needs to face what he did, right? Like
some repercussions for his actions.
Some major repercussion.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's put in jail and Superman needs his help.
And even that, like, I don't know if that's what I want to see either. Like, maybe my point is this plot might be too soon. I need to kind of forget that he shot a guy in the head. Yeah,
that's fair. I'm more so curious if this comes before or after Peacemaker season 3.
That's a good question.
I'm sorry. Yeah, before or after.
Yeah,
because it's gonna definitely be after season 2.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I think the episode we're supposed to get tomorrow is more so explaining his alternate universe gateway. I forget what it's called exactly. More so explaining that and how it connects to Superman and how it will connect in the DCU moving forward. So you're definitely right, Dimitri. Like it's either gonna be before or after season 3 for a good reason.
And Peacemaker's going to go for a while, so I assume that like even after it's going to still be going after Superman 2.
Yeah, so, I don't see it ending. I mean, who knows? But
Fuzzy, you are correct. Man of Tomorrow was also Lex's slogan when he ran for president too. Yes, it was. But I don't know much in the way that the MCU just uses titles of series as opposed to storylines of series, such as Age of Ultron and such as Infinity War and Endgame. They just really like the name. That might be what they're going with, but maybe we do get to see Lex run for president, and based on the way things going, him shooting a guy dead in the head, not a deal breaker, it seems, for some places. But anyways, moving on.
Real quick.
Hey, that is a lot bigger.
Yeah, that's sick.
then
It's Venom, but you just can't tell. It's not Carnage because he's
it's
so
very,
jacked
very
up.
unhappy right now.
He said, "I'm dying."
For those listening to the pod, we just got a glimpse of why Pierre isn't here. He is getting more added to his leg piece, which reminds me that next Wednesday I might not be here for a very, very similar
No.
reason. I have to figure that out.
Uh,
Anywho, this one's big for me, guys. This one's huge for me personally. Greg Dillahunt confirmed on his Insta story that he is playing Black Hand in the DCU's Lantern TV show. Is it too soon for the Black Lanterns? No, it is not. No, it is not. William Hand, I really hope that this is true. This is strictly a rumor, but I love Greg Dillahunt. I think he's a fantastic actor. I think he could play the role of William Hand incredibly well. I think we're going to start sowing the seeds for the Black Lanterns. I don't think we're going to get them quite yet. I feel as though a good, real big bad hinted at in season 1 is Necron. I don't think like, oh, there is Necron at the beginning or middle of season 1 is a thing. I think that needs to be something that's hinted at, and that William Hand is kind of in cahoots with some sort of ethereal being. I would absolutely love that. Big Black Lantern guy here. Big Black Lantern guy. So
Would you say the Black Lanterns are your favorite lanterns?
oh, without a doubt. Without hesitation.
Okay.
And like one of my favorite things about Blackest Night, when all those rings were going around, like, I mean, Dove not getting a ring, Dove not being the ring won't penetrate Dove's grave. I love that so much. It was obviously it was Jeff Johns' swan song, in a way, but I mean, Jeff's still doing amazing work over at Ghost Machine. Shout out Ghost Machine. But yeah, Blackest Night was peak, in my opinion, was peak DC. Not just Green Lantern, peak DC.
You think that's John's
All
greatest?
As of right now, although Rook Exodus is really fucking good and Red Coat is really fucking good.
Don't forget about New 52 Aquaman.
New 52 Aquaman.
I mean, New 52 Aquaman was really, really good. I love that dichotomy in the diner. I will never forget that scene for as long as I live when he orders fish. I think that's one of the greatest things ever. I love the way that he wrote Mara. Mara was perfect in Jeff Johns' run. But I think when it comes down to it, depending on how Ghost Machine goes over the next few years, I think when it comes down to it, in the pantheon of great comic book stories, Blackest Night will reign right up there with Dark Knight Returns, with the death of Gwen Stacy, stuff like that, I think. So, which is weird to put the death of Gwen Stacy up there because it's 2 issues versus 54 issues, I think. Anyways,
So
moving on.
Hold on. You don't think there's going to be a ring?
I do not think there will be a ring yet. No.
Okay. That makes me feel better then.
I think William Hunt slowly going insane. That this creature is kind of reaching out to him from beyond the mythos, and he doesn't understand what's going on. And in promise of a ring, I think if he gets a ring, it will be on the final episode of the first season.
Okay.
So now moving on. Rumor Kirby Howell Baptiste, known from The Sandman and from Killing Eve, is reportedly playing Storm in the upcoming MCU movie. Thoughts? Would love it. She plays Death in the Sandman series on Netflix. I think she would be a wonderful Storm. I think that is a role that she would absolutely murder in the best way possible. And now that I see that, I don't really think I want anyone else.
It's a hard thing to agree on because Halle Berry
can't pull off a mohawk. I think Kirby could.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
Dimitri, do you have thoughts?
I like her a lot. I think she works. Like, I've seen a couple others that I can't name without seeing the picture in front of me. But I would be cool with this a lot.
Moving on. Tobey Maguire is rumored to be in London filming both Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day. Do we want more Tobey Spider-Man in the MCU? Fuck yes, we do. I will take Tobey Spider-Man until the end of my day. I will take Tobey Spider-Man until he's old enough to play Uncle Ben. I mean, Tobey Spidey is my childhood. Tobey Spidey is the best Peter Parker we've had. In my opinion, Toby's best Peter, Andrew is best Spidey, and Tom is best of both. He does a very good Peter. He does a very good Spidey. But Andrew was not a good Peter. Peter was too cool.
That's fair. I'm okay with that.
Peter shouldn't be able to have sex on a first date. Peter should be able to have sex on like a fifth date. And Andrew's Peter is a first date sexer, like for sure. Like he's a panty dropper on day one. Versus
he's got too much riz.
Andrew. Toby took a while. Toby, you had a warm
aura. The word is aura now. We don't use riz anymore.
We don't use riz anymore. Riz is out. Too late.
Aura.
All the way to the party. It's crazy.
If we have him out,
if he isn't Brand New Day, it's short. It's short. It's him saying goodbye.
I think we need to. I hate to say this. You're not gonna like it. Well, you might like it. You might like it. You might not like it. You might have some opinions. You might get emotional. I think we need to have the incursions. They need to incur, and it needs to be done. Done.
Say it. Say what you want to say. Say the line.
We need the clones.
What? That's not the line I was expecting you to say.
No, I know. That's why you're going to get emotional. We need the clones. We don't need the variants from different universes that were just different actors because they want to get us on nostalgia. We don't need that anymore. We need the clones. They need to do the Clone Saga.
That's a hot take. I would.
And if they don't want to do the Clone Saga, if Tom Holland doesn't want to stay around to do the Clone Saga, he's not the only one with clones. Kill him and bring Miles.
There it is. That's what we were waiting for.
That's right.
Didn't see that coming.
I don't mind multiple Spider-Men. I just don't want them to be from other realities anymore.
I mean, we've been doing this podcast for a few years, and I think if we were to have T-shirts made with slogans on them, "Fuck Tom King" would be towards the top, and then "Kill Peter Parker" would probably be number 2.
Yeah.
And moving on, Wisconsin forever. Rumor has it that Ana de Ambrose and Adria Arjona, definitely got that last one wrong, are being considered to play Wonder Woman. Who do you think would be better? The fact that Ana de is dating Tom Cruise immediately should disqualify her from anything cool, even though she's one of the most beautiful creatures to ever walk the face of this earth.
Wow.
I mean, that's just spitting facts here. Just spitting facts. So, yeah. The
for Wonder Woman, though, I don't see that. So, Adria is from Andor.
Yeah, I like her.
Okay, I like that.
Wonder Woman, absolutely.
I like that. Maybe asking a woman to bulk up for a role. Obviously, Wonder Woman's a lot slimmer than, like, say, a Big Barda, but I do want a more muscular Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot was great. Gal Gadot was tall. I loved it.
Don't put her in traditional and give her some pants.
Give her some pants.
Pants would be great.
She's got range, so she could wear pants.
There you go. I like that.
And range.
Don't worry about bulking up. Give her some pants.
Fair enough. Or do it the way that they did Natalie Portman for Love and Thunder. Now Natalie Portman put in the work. Natalie Portman definitely went to the gym and got a little more bulkier for her, but they did enhance her a little bit. And so if they just did that with Wonder Woman, I think that would be cool. They don't have to, but imagine we get all the redeemed villains appearing to help Spider-Man during Secret Wars. That'd be dope. Lizard and Sandman are going to be kind of hard. And Goblin will be kind of hard to, like, But maybe we get Hobgoblin to do it because Ned Leeds. Yeah, which definitely that's happening, right? Like we're getting Hobgoblin. There's no way we're not getting Hobgoblin. They've teased it way too
I
much.
don't know. I don't think so.
I think I'm fine with whatever. What's it? Scorpion and
We're getting
honestly,
Scorpion, Tarantula, Boomerang,
but if
Mr.
Scorpion's
Negative.
like the big bad, if they do Scorpion and they, for whatever reason, don't do Mr. Negative, I'd be fine with that.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Hot take. Marvel might be recasting Captain Marvel. Would you be okay with replacing Would you be okay with replacing Brie Larson? I don't think so. I think she's done a great job as Carol. Unless we're getting a different version of Captain Marvel, like Phyla-Vell or Monica Rambeau taking up the mantle. I don't think there's any reason to replace Brie as Carol.
I would more so just them write her off than replace her. Like I
Just
don't
throw
think
her out
there's-
into the cosmos and let her be on
Yeah.
her own out there.
she's saving the day somewhere else.
Let Rogue suck all the energy from her.
The majority of
Yeah.
the energy from her.
No,
Carol did live,
but make
Change it
it,
up.
but make it all, and just.
and that way kill Carol, and that way we can have a new Captain Marvel.
I mean, if they're gonna do it, this is the right way to do it, in my opinion.
Now I want a Captain Marvel Rogue series. I think that'd be cool. Marvel, hit me up. Final rumor. Rumor says Doctor Doom is going after the people who caused the incursions in Avengers Doomsday. Could this work? It could work. He's going after Franklin. We know that for sure. Franklin could be causing an incursion. When Sue used the power of motherhood to push Galactus into that wormhole, that may have caused an incursion. With Tony dead and Captain America being a man of the time, that could have caused a ripple in the sacred timeline. Stuff like, yeah, I like this idea. I like the idea of Doom not being a villain, but doing what is necessary to save his people. Because that is Doom. Doom is a villain in specific ways, but at his core, he just wants what's best for the world and what's best for Latveria.
I just know that they better do it right. Like they better wrap it all up right. Like I want a lore info dump recap of all of the things that have happened that are have now caused the incursions. Like I don't want it to just be like, oh well, this and this. I want them to list all the bullshit, right? From
And that one guy
Spider-Man,
from Ant-Man to recap it all.
Yeah, that would be good actually. But no, like they really need to remind us of all the piss poor time travel, universe hopping, alternate character, alternate reality, magical spells that pulled. They need to recap all of it and be like, it's not just one thing. You broke it in so many places that this is now planets colliding.
And I'm the only one who could put the pieces back together.
Right. Which would work
So-
perfectly for Doom.
Yes. So that is all, guys. This is our episode of Paneloids, Comic Book and More. Be on the lookout in a few weeks. On October 1st, we will be having a returning guest of Philip Kennedy Johnson to be talking about his Infernal, not Immortal, Infernal Hulk, which looks really, really interesting. And be sure to check out our interview last week with Jason Feuerbach, where we talked a lot about Rook Exodus and Ghost Machine. Great that you guys can be joining us for these interviews and whatnot, and allowing us to just be. And join us on Discord, and have a good night.